The next question, and again it's a question that comes up, or variety of questions around these animals come up all the time during drives, during fireside questions and so on as well. About the mapokos, I'm sure there's hundreds of variations of questions on the mapoko. This specific part comes from Kirsty. Kirsty's asking, with them into pushing other males away, and then obviously mating with different females from different prides, whether that's not going to create a weaker genetic pool or even inbreeding, because obviously now you've got a lot of offspring that will be from the same fathers over the next few years. I'm going to go into that a bit more just now, Rexon. I don't know if you want to say a few things about that. I want to go get some tongues quickly to sort of
Yes.
But that's just the essence of the question, and I think we can talk about the mapokos a bit.
I really get the question is more concerning with a lot of people, but in general, lions, you have to all know that, it will be for mapoko, they will be hanging around with the female for a certain time. I think the other male will come and challenge them. It's in their nature. They won't be here for the whole life. I mean, putting more genetics around the area and mating with the female. What's going to happen with the mapoko? They might be here, other males that might come over into the area and push them out. Naturally, it's happened on that way. It's also it's in their nature to happen like that way. They won't be here for long. Maybe they can able to, breed with the female for second time or third time. It can be other male that might come over, Peter, I believe, push them off into the area.
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially what Rexon says. It's a case of, keep in mind, first of all, it's a natural open system. So as soon as you've got a system that's big enough to support a large enough number of animals, then your natural systems will take care of itself. Otherwise, these animals wouldn't have been able to survive for hundreds of thousands and for millions of years. Because then it's not the first time this has happened with the lion population. So certainly there are going to be a lot of offspring genetically related to the mapokos, which in some ways is a very good thing because they're very big to come in again. In other words, once the mapokos get pushed out, whenever that might be, 2, 3 years, 5 years, 6 years maybe, because they're quite big, the males that will come in will come from somewhere else, and they will then mate with the offspring of the mapoko. So let's say the mapokos stay dominant longer than average even. I mean, typically 2, 3 years. Let's say they stay dominant for 5 years. That still means that they're only going to have some of their own daughters getting ready for mating towards the very end of their dominance. So it's much more likely that by that time other males would have come in. Also, males from their pride, in other words, mapoko offspring male cubs, they will move out and go into other areas again. So your natural movement, or your natural, almost, I was going to say, what's the word? Like their natural drive, their natural instinct is to move away from males and for females to stay around other males to come in. So there will be a genetic mix. Even though inbreeding is a terrible thing, but we as humans, as a species, incredibly inbreed, more so than lion populations, probably still. So it has to be to quite an extreme level before there will really be inbreeding problems. And in terms of genetic weakening, again, if they stayed here like this for now and no other lions came in, genetically they would weaken. But because other lions will come in at some stage, the more mapokos we have running around out there genetically, the better, I think.
Yeah, I believe, and more info about that, because mapokos is Peter. I mean, each and every male or 2 males have joined together to stay with maybe with Sticks Pride or they hang around here with Kuhuma or stay down south. The more they split is the chances for the other male to come and push them over or kill them, push them over, and they take over from the dominant sheep. That can happen at any time, because being 6 all together, they also need to be independent, because it could be like 2, 3 males that are mating that are a lot more stronger, but it can happen and go with the different females, stay there being 2, or other ones stay down south, or the other one they come down more towards north, the area where we are. And that is a chance for them that they created for the other male to come and push them out or really fight with them. If it happens, kill them, they'll take over on that part of the females, that they can really mate with the other males. Then the genetic itself, it will always, like rolling, is this.
Well, I was just thinking, maybe I should be talking about this now. I was just thinking that the mapokos is such a large central story. I mean, it's something that's been captivating to everyone, all of us, since we saw them the first time, have been totally just mesmerized by these lions. Some of us in a positive way, some of us maybe more in a slightly love-hate relationship way. But which will try and answer maybe one question about the Mapokos. Maybe those of you that are very into leopard, we all have our certain things that we sort of have a special feeling for. Leopard, elephant, question on Mapokos, one on Karula, and so on. Just to slowly build up a little bit of a discussion about some of these characters. I mean, as much as Marco, myself, and Rexon are characters, the Mapokos and Karula, I think, are probably more popular. So I think we'll use this time also to talk about them a little bit.